Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my iRacing journey. Right, this is, apparently it's week 8, I found out last time, and that means for this race in the GT3 Fixed Series, and indeed in the VRS Sprint Series, which I'm still not sure I'm going to try and do this week, given my recent moaning, we're at Oulton Park in the United Kingdom. In my opinion, this is probably the most challenging and technical track in the United Kingdom. It's there could well be. I could well be wrong, just my opinion, and that's largely based on the fact that I've only really driven Oulton Park, Silverstone, and Snetterton, and some of Brands Hatch as well. I think I feel like Oulton Park is really challenging. GT3 cars, I don't think they're ever going to be my favourite cars to race in. They're wonderful to drive. They are great fun to drive. They handle really well. They are easy to get. I say easy to get the hang of. I mean, they are drivable, very, very drivable. But I always find the racing doesn't seem to be close very often.
Track temp is 22.
The Mazda series and the GR86 series, a lot of other people say over and over again that the slower the cars, the better the racing, and I genuinely think that is true. These cars, you make one little mistake, and it's well, I don't want to say game over, but it's certainly not. I feel like the pack spreads out an awful lot quicker than it does in slower car series. Even in GT4 series, I feel like the pack spreads out a little bit too quick. But anyway, we're here now. It's a 20-minute race. I feel like I'm much better prepared than I usually am going into a lot of these races, particularly. I mean, this week I feel like I've been much better prepared than I have been previously.
Green.
But we'll see how it goes.
To go, 20 minutes.
Turn 1 is going to be an absolute nightmare. Not planning to make any silly maneuvers on this first lap. I just want to keep it clean and tidy.
Right side.
And make sure we can maybe build a gap to the main body of cars behind. Minimize mistakes. And just maybe not get too involved in this little scuffle that's going on up in front. Because if anything,
Villa is leading the race.
My record recently kind of makes it quite likely that I'm going to get something wrong and end up being the bad guy. Good grief, nearly 13 laps of this is going to be
P4.
Entertaining. Okay, now obviously I'm getting the line into that corner wrong. I thought the later entry into Cascades was actually much quicker, but based on how all three of those guys had a much better exit than I did, I must be mistaken. I really don't want to have to be adjusting lines that I've practiced halfway, well, at the beginning of a race. That's not going to be sensible. But I don't want to leave too much time on the table either. Yeah, I think I got a bit greedy coming out of that corner as well. That is... oh dear. That's soul destroying for the guy in front. I don't know what happened there.
P2, the leader's just done a 134.55. That lap time was 134.65.
I don't actually know if it was a punt or a genuine mistake. Whatever the case, the fact that the guy behind me may or may not have been involved is making me a little bit nervous as the Lambo gets a little bit untidy coming out of there, and me as well, because of course I was watching the Lambo, which means I went exactly where he went, because I, for the life of me, can't remember to look at the marks and the corners rather than the cars, because the cars are pretty and they move, the marks don't, and they're much more difficult to pay attention to because they don't move.
Dan, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Yes, thanks Jim. I think if things finish as they are and I come home P2, I am going to be over the moon. Or if I finish anywhere in the top 5, I'm going to be over the moon.
New fastest lap for Villain, 133.88.
I feel like I want to be able to trust the dude in the Lamborghini, the Lambo, ahead of me to get something wrong. Yeah, see, I've gained almost a tenth of a second there just by getting the line right. Yeah, this Ferrari driver looks strong. And I'm not sure how much confidence I can have in his racecraft at the moment, given what happened with him and the original leader. I mean, it's bad form. I'm assuming something happened between them. I'm assuming there was contact. I really shouldn't do that. But the experiences I've had in this series previously.
Fastest lap for Villain, 133.51.
Uh-oh. I'm also having to be very, very careful through these chicanes. I mean, those tyre walls are more like, I'm sure I've said it in previous videos at this track, But those tyre walls are more like concrete posts. If you hit them, it is game over. So, you know, as much as I have really sort of tried pushing it through practice to try and get some good lap times and get the hang of the lines, you know, we're on a 20-minute race.
33.42.
It's just not worth the risk of trying to push too hard,
Don't let this guy intimidate you.
hit one of those things and just end it all. So yes, I probably could be being a little bit more aggressive with some of these lines, but it's really not worth it.
B2.
My main hope at the moment is that I can hold up this Ferrari long enough that the guys behind him start causing him dramas and start fighting with him. So if that starts slowing him down,
Consistency. Keep it up.
then I might have a chance. Well, I might have a chance at keeping this position. I mean,
10 minutes to go.
oh, he's going,
left.
looking
Half
down the
distance.
inside.
Fuel looks good.
Oh, someone's gone behind. So a green
We think P5 has been there.
green car looking sideways. Oh, steady on, big lad. I said steady on, yo.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
Okay, that has slowed him down an awful lot, or increased the gap an awful lot. I think it's...
That was a 135.68.
Oh dear,
Sectors 2 and 3
especially
are
after that, it is
1.8
very
off
likely
the
that he's going to
pace.
close that
Sector
gap
1
up
is
again. Yeah,
0.7
he's
off the pace.
getting very big in that mirror. And he's going to be very impatient after that spoiled effort on a move. Yeah, it was a bit slow coming out of there as well. He's going to have a run here, and he's going, yeah, absolutely going to be looking down the inside.
right.
What a dive! That is fantastic.
Clear right.
That is absolutely fantastic. Very well done. Very well done indeed.
P3.
It's clearly very fast. Clearly. I mean, yeah, in hindsight, I really think I could have defended that corner better, and I probably should have seen that move coming.
Okay, Dan, don't let this guy distract you.
But no, it was very well done. Very nearly killed myself there. No, I think he deserves that position. Ooh, again, very nearly killed myself.
The gap in front is now 0.8.
Yeah, I feel like that gap's just going to get bigger. I'm not expecting, unless barring any critical mistakes that the guy might make, I'm not expecting that gap to come down. I'm not expecting. Very nearly carried far too much speed into that corner.
Fastest lap for Villain, 133.35. The guy ahead has just posted a 133.73.
That's pretty quick.
Okay, Dan, you've used half your fuel.
I think my all-time best is something like a 33.3 or 33.4 or something. So if he's able to put in a what was that, a 33.7 in race conditions, I think I'm looking at third place at the most.
The gap behind is now 0.7. 5 minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
Yeah, it's good. It really is going to feel like a very long 5 minutes with. I think I've got a Porsche bearing down on me as well now. All right, the gap isn't tiny, but it's close enough to. It's close enough that he's in my mirror, and it's something that I need to worry about.
Lap time was at 134.79.
Yeah, I'm just not going quick enough to catch this guy. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. But am I going fast enough to keep this guy behind me? At the moment, he's about almost half a second quicker than me. Oh no. Oh. I let my mind wander for a minute there. Got that very wrong. But it's fine, he's still over half a second behind. Yeah, got that wrong as well. It was far too heavy on the brakes for far too long.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing. You're a second off the pace in sector 1.
Oh, crikey, that was a terrible turn 1. Look at all the time he gained on me. Terrible turn 2. I don't think this guy's going to stay behind me for very long.
To go, 2 minutes.
Left side, clear left.
I reckon the next lap is going to be the last one, and that's where I'm going to have to be very wary of this chap behind me.
Looks like P2's gone off.
Oh no, he's binned it. That's amazing.
Alright, Dan, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Too easy.
Last lap, bring it on home. P2.
And it looks like Porsches are fighting behind me as well, so that is going to absolutely slow them down.
Fastest lap for
So again,
133.27.
assuming I don't make any cataclysmic errors, we might come home with P2. All I've got to do is get through the next couple of chicanes without killing myself on one of these concrete tyre walls. I mean, ideally I want to get through them relatively quick as well. I think that's probably going to help. Oh, don't look at the tyre wall. Don't target steer into them. That's better. That's good, that's good, that's good. Keep it on the black stuff.
New fastest lap for Villain, 133.23.
There it is, race over, and a P2. P2 is absolutely fantastic.
There's an incident in Old Hall. Looks like it's
Over the moon.
great drive. That's a podium.
I mean, I'm sure we're all aware by now that I have about as much capacity to display emotion as a wooden spoon does. But honestly, I am very, very happy with that result. That could not have gone any better. Good grief! Honestly, it's absolutely amazing what can happen if you practice. So I think what we're going to do is go back to the chase cam, and I would like to have a look. Was it this lap, maybe? Where's rear chase? Yeah, I want to have a look at the moves this Ferrari made on me. See if we can see just how much of a dive it was, and just whether or not I should have really thought about defending it, or whether this was just a Hail Mary. I mean, where's his cockpit cam? So he's not massively close. If this is me, I mean, if I'm looking down the inside like this, I am maybe not going to be going for this move. This requires an awful lot of trust. Yeah, I mean, I think, where are we? If we go, if I hadn't seen him diving down the inside here, I absolutely would have been going straight for that apex, and that required an awful lot of trust. That was very ambitious. But I did leave the door open. There was loads of space on the inside there, and honestly, he saw the gap and went for it, and I saw it coming. So yeah, I've only got myself to blame. I think where were we? Here. Well, no. By this time, I can't react to this move now. He's yeah. If I move here and go back across to cover the inside, that in my mind is going to be blocking, I think. But again, I would have thought any sensible driver wouldn't have gone for that move. I just thought he was a bit too far back, and yeah, that was bold. But like I say, I left the door open, and I probably should have expected that kind of aggression given how fast and how aggressive he'd been previously. But anyway, let's have a look at some of the silliness. Now, we've already got a car off in the gravel there, so I don't know why it hasn't shown us that yet. Maybe if we go back one, this might be it. Oh, okay, yeah. So it turns out that just as I suspected, now this guy is the leader at this point, I remember this, and this Ferrari back here is the same one that dove down the inside, and yeah, it had showed all those aggressive driving maneuvers. So it turns out he was responsible for punting P1 off in the first instance. So that's a bit soul destroying. Cool. Cool. Again, I know I don't have to say this to you guys, but if you're following behind someone that's just overtaken you on the inside, recognize that they're going to have a slower exit, and at this point he's in front of you. You can't just keep the throttle pinned and go through him. You have to lift. That is, to me, that's an intentional wreck, and that deserves a protest. To me, he can clearly see the guy in front of him. Yeah, just madness, absolute madness. Yeah, completely out of order, and that's his race over essentially, just because. Oh, yeah. There's no words. There's that concrete tire wall I was telling you about. You've got to be really careful going through there, because I mean, this guy's race is basically over now. Okay, I wondered if that was going to be another tyre wall, but I wonder why we're being shown this over and over again. Is it because... No, not again. Oh, was it the same guy? Has he just done that twice? Surely it wasn't the same guy as last time. Oh. Yeah, that's tough. Oh. Yeah. I mean, hold your brakes, dude. Come on. Yeah. Again, that's... Oh, so that's why I saw green in the mirror. Because, again, number 19's just gone, right, you're alongside me, I don't care, I'm going for the apex. Oh my god. Oh. That's just... pitiful. It is just pitiful. How... I don't know how you can live with yourself doing that. Eee, that was close. No, just got a bit light there. Oh, ouch. Oh. Nice. Yeah, again. Who's... I don't know. I think number one is the problem there. You've just overtaken someone. Yeah, you have. You've just overtaken someone. You know they're there on the outside, and yet you're still tracking all the way out to the outside on the racing line. You've still got a good exit because this guy has gone so wide. So you're going to stay ahead of him. Just keep to the right, and you're going to have a decent line into. You'll be ahead going into the chicane. So yeah. Nah. Number one at fault for that one. Tyre wall. Ooh, close. Race over. Don't hit the tyre wall again. Don't do it. Ooh. Oh, some of these guys are really sort of taking a lot of risk through here. Yeah, why? I mean, I understand you want to make the corner as short as possible, but why are you taking on so much risk when it's surely you want to get to the end of the race to start with? And it looks like that's it. Cool. Well, there's some questionable driving there, to say the least. And again, I'm sure I don't need to explain this, some of the concepts to the guys that are regularly watching these videos. But it does. Wow, is all I can say, really. Anyway, let's go have a look at the results. Yeah, I think I will. I'll try and come back and protest the some of that protest-worthy stuff. So we'll stick with me, and I'll be right back. Okay, so that was a pretty long break, longer than I expected. Right, 15 splits, and we were in the 7th. Fair enough. Again, just the marvel of what practice can do for you. I can't believe it's taken me so long to get a hang of this radical concept of practice before a hecking race. Green across the board, increase in safety rating, increase in iRacing. It's so much easier to to do these, and 0 incident points as well. 104 championship points. I mean, I'm over the moon. I mean, P2 was fantastic. Great race, great racing. I was a little bit put off by the chap in that Ferrari being so aggressive, but it's just something that you have to deal with in the service, I guess. But I think the biggest thing for me is just seeing that the numbers go green for a change. It's just having that confirmation that I have found a way to get back to where I know I am capable of sitting. Of course, all that's going to happen is as we climb up the rating ladder, the races and the splits are going to get more difficult. That's absolutely fine. We're not going to be competing for top fives and podiums in every event. Certainly over the next, certainly if this number continues to increase, we're going to see a lot more sort of midfield finishes. But that's fine. That was really, really good fun, actually. And would you believe it? 2 days, 2 races, 2 days, and 2 good results and good races. Which means, of course, that we can move on to something else already. Whereas usually I'm having to think about doing, 2 or 3 iterations of the same race. Cool. Like I say, I'll make a decision for the next one. We don't really have much to choose from. I might even do an IMSA fixed. I mean, they're 35 minutes, which feels a bit long. I want to stay away from recording the 45-minute IMSA videos because, again, those cars being so fast, quite often you just sort of... Anyway, it's not important. What is important is to thank you all again so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Thank you so much for all the support that you give me. It really does mean an awful lot. Thanks again for all of the engagement. Please do hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. We're trying to reach 300 by the end of June. It's a bit of an ambitious target, but we might get there. And yeah, if you have anything to say to me, please do leave a comment in the comment section, and I will get back to you in relatively short order. Whatever it is you choose to do with the rest of your day, have a cracking one, and I do genuinely hope to see you next time. Thanks. Goodbye.